everyone, it's Leanie. Welcome back to another reaction video. Today we have another video coming to us from Death Battle, and this is Blade vs. Buffy, or as my son called it, Diddy versus California Girl. I have no idea what that's about, but we are gonna get right into this. We are gonna see whether Buffy the Vampire Slayer wins and takes it, or Blade from Marvel is gonna win. We will see. I don't have an idea yet, but the video is about to premiere, so let's get right into it. Make sure to go show Death Battle some love.
Yeah. Blade
versus Buffy.
The Daywalker versus the Vampire Slayer. He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick. And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle.
I used to watch Buffy when I was young, but I can't even remember.
Names. Revenant, Vortala, Nosferatu. Vampires! When the moon is out and the night is young, these undead demons are out for blood. Fitting then that the greatest of those who stalk the night is the one who can walk the day.
Blade.
Is that really his costume? Hang on. Now there's a
That's
man
the
who
Blade
doesn't
that I
file
know.
his taxes. Blade is one of the coolest superheroes ever, and basically kickstarted the comic book movie craze. And yet, he is also seemingly the only one who knows or cares that in the world of Marvel, vampires exist. Seriously, nobody talks about this. Blade doesn't need anyone's help. He'll just aura farm by himself. Even Blade's birth was hardcore. Just as the young Eric Brooks' mother was in labor, her attending doctor
He's
turned out to be the vampire
215
Deacon
pounds.
Frost. And he drank her blood right before she gave birth. This infused Eric with Frost's vampiric blood, turning
Frost
him
vampiric
half
blood.
vampire.
Half human, half
giving him
vampire.
a ton of vampy powers, but none of their weaknesses like garlic, holy water, or sunlight. Eric would hone these abilities under the
so he doesn't
tutelage
have
of
their
vampire
weaknesses,
hunter
but he has their
Jamal
strengths.
Afari, sharpening him into a blade that would rape the vampire plague for good. Blade is strong and fast enough to toss around 1,000-pound demons and cut bullets out of the air. He can keep up with Wolverine, who can deflect Cyclops' light-speed optic blasts, and his Kevlar DuPont armor helped him take the top of Count Von Stott's castle exploding. He can heal small wounds immediately and sniff out the supernatural with his hypersenses.
Small wounds immediately
Also,
healed.
his fangs
Good to
can
keep in
drain
mind.
his victims of magical energies.
Oh.
After studying the ways of Hong Kong Kung Fu movies, Blade became a master martial artist. Yes, the Rufus from Street Fighter School of Kung Fu.
Blood-sucking fangs, immortality, regeneration, shape-shifting. These are all
so for the full scope of his martial arts
strengths.
ability, we'll examine the Blade movies as performed by Wesley Snipes.
Okay.
By looking at Snipes' training and choreography, we know Blade uses Kung Fu, Capoeira,
sure,
Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, Eskrima, kickboxing, Shotokan Karate, and Hapkido.
So many different
Blade's
ones.
neck for stealthy takedowns, and I guess you could call him
So many
Marvel's
fighting styles.
Batman. Blade's training progressed smoothly until Afari was attacked and had his blood drained by Dracula. Seriously, Avengers, Dracula is real. Why aren't you doing anything about this? He's right there.
We got bigger monsters.
To murk his surrogate dad, Blade would have to wage his war alone, nursing a wound within him that would never heal, a hole that could never be filled. Not with that attitude. Blade took
Body
a page out of the
armor,
book of Boomstick
prosthetic
and tried
gun
filling that hole
hand,
with every kind of weapon
breathing
imaginable.
gun. I don't know what
He's
that
got
is.
so many, they're his apartment decorations. Handguns, assault rifles, and explosives make up the brunt of his firepower.
Okay.
And he enjoys getting up close and personal with his dual acid-etched titanium katana. Speaking of glorious Nippon steel, he's got a sword made out of adamantium. Specifically, secondary adamantium. A variant of the metal that is mass producible. It may not be quite as strong as Cap's shield, but it can cut right through heavy hitters like Ultron and the Hulk.
This is such good information.
Blade has even more swords. His Atlantean ones can slice through magical enchantments. The Word Sword can harm intangible demons, and the Justiciar can slay fallen angels.
Okay.
He's got some weird stuff he can pull out of his ass, like a Hellfire shotgun that burns your soul, or hypodermic needles filled with vampire blood. Seems kind of dumb to turn people into vampires, but it does make them more vulnerable to Blade's arsenal. All that pales in comparison to the arch weapon of hell in Blade's possession, the breathing gun.
Yeah, what is the breathing gun?
It is a living firearm that hisses in the presence of demonic forces. Its sentient bullets chase its victims down. The wounds they cause cannot be healed. And if they get lodged in your body, they'll slowly devour you from the inside out. They can even hurt Hell Lords and even greater threats like the Cosmic Ghost Rider.
Oh,
took everything he had and fought his one-man war for almost 100 years. He's battled hordes of vampires while skydiving, infiltrated the Pentagon, and even took on Spider-Man like Miles Morales, who could absorb the energy of a bomb that could destroy Harlem. Blade's even bested the spirit of vengeance, Zarathos. And while he occasionally allied with teams like the
vampires for 90 years, tore bodies apart with his bare hands, dodge, count, Von status,
vampires.
Optic lasers, okay.
And Blade is scared of what he might do if he loses
Defeated
control,
Dracula.
because he does have one classic vampire weakness: a
What is
thirst
it?
for blood.
Oh, yeah.
Even more so after he had a daughter, Brielle, whom he avoided for fear of endangering her. If his bloodlust does overwhelm him, he will enter a berserker rage, skyrocketing his strength at the cost of his sanity.
Berserker
it does make him even
rage.
better at killing vamps. He's made a cottage industry out of whooping Dracula's ass. Dracula is unsurprisingly powerful, capable of summoning a thunderstorm that covered all of
But he
Boston
beat
with
him.
the wave of his hand. Drac apparently didn't hold a grudge though, since he eventually made Blade the sheriff of Vampires, a vampire nation in the ruins of Chernobyl. Amazingly, Dracula has even given Blade some of his own blood, which allows him to shapeshift into multiple forms, like a wolf, a horde of bats, or a cloud of mist. So he can force his way
cloud of
inside
mist.
your body and blow you up from the inside out, Ant-Man style.
That's good to keep in mind.
Blade's hatred of vampires is only
I could
matched
see
by his
him using
hatred
that
of
against Buffy.
himself. However, when Brielle showed signs of vampiric powers, Blade finally found a reason to reconnect with his daughter.
That's
training
good.
her the same
That's
way
great.
Afari trained him a century prior. Even after
Trains
Blade
his daughter?
was possessed by the first vampire ever and tried to take over the planet, Brielle put her dad's teachings to the test, saving both him and the world, and proving that Blade's lonely war
she's
need
tough
not be so
too.
lonely anymore. With his daughter at his side, and also this plant creature pet called Boy Thing, let Marvel's vampires
that's what
beware.
Boy Thing is.
For
I was
should
gonna
they
say, what the heck is
indulge their
Boy Thing?
unnatural urges, they'll be sure to meet their end at the tip of his blade.
Okay. Okay, so he has a lot of strengths we need to keep in mind, like that breathing gun, shape-shifting,
against the vampires, the demons, and the forces
immortality,
of darkness.
healing.
She is the Slayer. For thousands
Buffy
of
the
years, a new Slayer
Vampire
would be granted
Slayer.
incredible powers and was destined to die young in battle against evil, passing their powers on to the next Slayer and the next, and so on. That is, until the newest Slayer would change everything. Buffy and Summers.
That's the one I used to watch.
First girl you think is the savior of humanity. Buffy's only
She's
goals
an
in life were,
waitress,
in her own
counselor,
words,
law
graduate from high
enforcement,
school, go to Europe,
death count,
marry
at
Christian
least
Slater,
2.
and die. But that would all change when the Watcher Merrick appeared and revealed her destiny. Like, total bummer. Merrick trained Buffy in the arts of vampire slaying, and she became so efficient that she burned down her school. Forcing her and her mom to move to Sunnydale, California to start a new life, far away from any more bloodsuckers and bad makeup. Unfortunately, small problem, Sunnydale just so happened to be right on top of a hellmouth, where the boundary between Earth and Hell is permeable. Yeah,
Of course
sounds
it
like
is.
the valley, all right. Along with new Watcher Giles, Wallflower Willow, part-time bad boy, part-time sad boy Angel, magical retcon sister Dawn, and Xander. Buffy and her Scooby gang would battle a never-ending series of monsters. And we mean truly never-ending. Sure, there's the TV show, but Buffy has also been slaying vampires across video games, comics, and 128 novels.
Holy
Tens of
crap,
thousands
I did
of
not know
pages of
there was
Buffy
that
lore
many.
you've never heard of. But we're just crazy enough to speed read them all. Buffy carries a variety of anti-vampire weaponry.
Okay.
There's wooden stakes, of course.
Crossbow,
sometimes dipped in
knives,
organ venom that can
grenades.
turn
What
you
is
to stone.
Morningstar?
Oh, she's also experienced with axes,
Hellfire
swords,
launcher.
quarterstaffs, holy water, just about anything.
Holy water.
You said it. When she fought an ancient
Olaf's
demon unable to be killed
hammer?
by any weapon
Gosh, I can't
forged
talk.
in his time, Buffy introduced his stupid ass to the 20th century. She's also a master of Aikido, Judo, Jiu-Jitsu, boxing,
Okay, so she
kickboxing,
has a lot of
wrestling, karate, kung
fighting
fu,
styles
wushu, tai
too.
chi,
She might be
kendo,
able to keep up
capoeira,
with Blade.
and taekwondo. Buffy apparently thinks Hong Kong's kung fu movie masters could learn a thing or two. No kidding. Thanks to her Slayer senses, her reflexes are fine-tuned enough to dodge close-range Gatling gun fire,
Like
lightning bolts from the
reflexes.
sky,
That's a
and
good
even
strength.
beams of light. She's kept up with another Slayer, Faith, who can dodge laser beams from point-blank range.
Buffy's
Oh,
strong
okay.
enough to bend rebar, punch this 4.5-ton bat monster into the air, and smash hard enough to tear apart a building.
And despite her
dang.
lack of
Okay,
armor,
Buffy.
she can survive massive explosions, like the one that destroyed Cephrilion's lair that's bigger on the inside.
She can
Okay.
even fight blindfolded, but
Oh.
if she is injured, she heals fast enough to be
Accelerated
totally fine by the
healing,
next
heightened
episode.
senses.
One time, Angel sucked out
What is
almost all of
Slayer
the blood
mode?
from her body, and she survived. Doubly impressive since Angel's blood draining also drains magical energy.
Yeah, Buffy's own
Oh.
magic makes her weirdly resilient to esoteric attacks.
She
like
has
when
some
she expelled this
really
misty
interesting
shadow demon
strengths
trying to
that I don't
possess her
know
body,
exactly what
or
they
when she
mean.
resisted her soul being ripped apart and scattered across time.
Or
Ooh.
that time she jumped into a vat of boiling liquid so hot it could reduce people to skeletons. And
And
she was
she
just
was
She
fine.
might not show physical scars, but she sure has emotional ones. Being the Slayer put a huge burden on Buffy's life.
Unable to
Oh.
live normally, she felt isolated, forced to internalize the trauma she faced on a daily basis. Sure, she had
Poor
friends, but they couldn't understand her unique struggle.
Like when Angel turned evil after he took her virginity and tried to destroy the world. That must be one of those metaphors.
Sometimes the worst enemies are the ones you can't fight and who don't fight back.
Made even worse by her having all the memories of the other Slayers bouncing around in her head, dating back to the Stone Age.
Buffy has dreamt
Wow,
of every
okay.
battle a Slayer
That's a
has
lot of
ever
mental-
fought, and can call
mental
upon those
stuff
skills
going
in a
on.
fight, even subconsciously.
But this includes
say
the
mental
memories of their
burdens.
deaths.
That's a
Countless
lot.
women violently dying young, a reminder of her inevitable fate.
A fate that came to pass when she fought the hell god Glory. After
Hmm.
leaping into Glory's reality-ending interdimensional hole,
A glory hole, if you will.
Buffy
glory hole.
sacrificed herself to save the universe, dying a
Oh.
hero's death.
It appears my glory hole joke was poorly timed.
Finally freed of her unfair earthly responsibilities,
she died.
Buffy's soul ascended
remember
to
this.
heaven in perfect bliss. Until her friends brought her back to
Okay.
life in the agony of existence.
I was gonna say,
this absolutely crushed Buffy and, ironically, annihilated her will to live.
Oh, that's rough, Buffy. But with the show renewed for more seasons, she had to nut up and continue her
Ooh.
endless crusade against all things Spirit Halloween.
Buffy's battled for 48 hours
Destroyed
straight,
the
defeated
seed
vampires
of
immune to
wonder.
traditional vampiric weaknesses, and destroyed the Sword
Caught
of
the
Sono,
sword.
which caused the
Okay,
Great
I don't know
Auction
what these
earthquake.
tools
And of
are,
course,
these
both
weapons
Buffy and her
are.
friends have defeated countless immensely powerful
Defeated the
demons.
master
Like the Queller
Dracula.
demon, which
Okay.
arrived as a meteor and caused the Tunguska
So both
explosion,
her
which
and
destroyed
Blade
over
have defeated
2,000 square
Dracula.
kilometers of forest, or the Sorrow demon, which caused a storm that blanketed Los Angeles.
She's also a match for Angel, who survived a blast that could rupture a continental shelf, and took
Holy
it from
crap.
Whistler, whose magic contained a bomb that could vaporize London.
She even faced off against the first evil, literally the embodiment of all evil that predates reality itself.
Forced
Oh.
into battles against stronger and stronger baddies.
Okay, she's
Buffy
tougher than I
clearly needed
remember,
something to
honestly.
even the odds. The Slayer safe.
It's actually a Bardiche,
Yeah, whatever. I'm just gonna say
What is it?
This thing is bullshit.
containing the
Why?
essence of Buffy's Slayer powers and created to defeat ancient
Counterpart
demons.
to
The
Excalibur,
scythe can deflect
forged
magical
to
projectiles
kill
and slice
old
through
ones.
just about anything. Ghosts, magic, even space
Cuts
itself,
through magic,
destabilizing reality
space,
in
and
the
ghosts.
process.
Even Silas, the devourer of worlds. Kinda like Galactus, but instead of chomping on planets, he eats the multiverse. And there goes his head.
The scythe
Oh.
is easily the most powerful tool in her arsenal.
Okay.
In effect, attaining it completed Buffy, as though it were a piece of her she never knew was missing. With
Wow.
the scythe, Buffy was finally whole. Being the Slayer was no longer a burden, but a purpose.
And by sharing her Slayer powers with thousands
Dang, I
of girls
feel like
around
this
the
is
world,
actually
they
pretty
all teamed
close.
up
I don't
and
know
kicked
who
the
I think
first
is gonna
evil's
win.
ass.
Suddenly, the always isolated Buffy had thousands of shoulders to lean on, a sisterhood of Slayers.
And thousands more reasons for any
Wow.
wannabe demon conqueror to stay away from Earth. Because unless you want to get your blood all over her stylish yet affordable boots, you'll steer clear of Buffy the Vampire
Okay.
Slayer.
Shoot. Okay, who do we think is gonna
All right,
win?
the combatants are set. and
Okay,
we've
I'm
run
gonna-
the
I'm gonna
gate
go
of
with
raw
Blade.
possibilities.
It's time for a live
I'm gonna go with Blade. I don't know.
battle!
It feels pretty close. There's a couple things that they've both done. They both defeated Dracula. They both have like very powerful weapons. Something's telling me Blade. So we're gonna... That's my hypothesis. Let's see what happens. Oh. Where's Blade at? He's gonna come out from the shadows. What's happening to this girl? Ugh. She's being followed.
We were kings.
Oh.
Long before they had a name for kings. But now, starved, hunted, forgotten. You have waited long enough. Tonight.
Oh, they're gonna feast on her?
Who we were. Tonight, we take back what was always ours.
Oh.
Tonight, we
Feast. I'm just kidding.
feast.
Oh, she did say that. How did I know she was gonna say that? Oh no.
That's just the start.
Okay, there goes the party. There's a lot of other people around right now. Are these just demons that he's killing? There's Buffy with her crossbow. Ooh. Got that guy right in the eye. And another right in the head. She got a twofer. Oh, she got good shots. She's getting everybody right in her eye. Oh. He's like, thanks, I'll use that. The slow-mo was great. What is that? Grenade? It did say he had like a lot of weapons like that he uses, like firepower or something. Oh, everybody's gone. Now it's the two of them? Oh, her vision's messed up. Oh. Oh, she's gonna be turned. He's like, shoot, now I gotta take you out. It's hissing. The whispering gun. Is he gonna save her? Nope. Nope. Is she gonna use the crossbow the whole time? Yeah, nothing for him.
Shoot's just a kid.
Yeah, but she had turned. Or was turning. He likes to get up close, remember, with the katanas, so... And they're made out of that material. I forget what it is now. Adamantium? And they have a lot of similar fighting styles, so... We're gonna see what happens here. Ooh, she got one of his blades. Oh. I cannot wait to see what's about to happen. Who's gonna take it? Like, they're keeping up with each other right now with the, like, hand-to-hand combat.
You out your damn mind?
I think it's gonna come down to their like weapons, maybe. I don't know. Because remember, his weapon will get you from the inside out. Even if it's not like a lethal shot, it said that it would kill you from the inside out. And he has healing with like small wounds. He just instantly heals. Oh, this is like really intimate, up close and personal right now. Oh. She's tough though. Look, she's strong. They're gonna fight some more.
There's always some motherfucker trying to ice skate uphill.
Ice skate uphill. Oh, where's she gonna grab? Right in his eyes again. What's in there? Oh, I thought that was it. Oh, she got her weapon now. Oh. Now it's down to their weapons. Look at this. Okay, she's pretty badly wounded right now. So let's see. Like, it's slowing her down quite significantly.
I see you cut through adamantium. Bring it on.
Whoa. Oh. They're quick. They're both. Oh, he got her again. Did she just get herself in her leg? Either he's gonna take her out or she's gonna get pissed off and come back to get him. Okay, something's happening. She's like, you mess with the wrong girl. Oh, shoot. Oh. 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 Did she chop his head off? Or just slit his throat? Oh no, she chopped it off. Clean off. Oh dang, Buffy took it. She won. Dang, and she's gonna take his glasses.
Ahead of yourself.
Dude, she chopped his head off.
Continued no longer. I'm surprised. I figured with Blade's many years of comic book history, he'd have the edge.
Believe it or not, Buffy is actually in more comics
Wow,
than Blade.
way
Really?
more
Man,
comics.
Blade can't catch a break.
Let's break this down into 4 categories.
Yes,
First up,
let's-
stats. Buffy's lifted much heavier things and survived more significant
dang, okay.
explosions.
Like, sure, Blade's strong and all, but he isn't literally fucking buildings apart like Buffy.
Scaling to the monsters they fought, compare Dracula creating a storm that covered Boston to the Sorrow Demon creating a storm that covered Los Angeles. A
Okay.
city over 5 times larger. You
Okay.
might be able to compare Blade to Spider-Man like Miles, who absorbed a bomb that could blow up Harlem,
Mm-hmm.
but that's significantly weaker than Whistler containing a blast that could wipe out London. They could
Okay.
both dodge light beams, but that doesn't keep Buffy from taking the overall
So
edge
Buffy
in
got it on
stats.
Blade used to be
stats
in
for
the
sure.
odd man out, though, so his versatility is just as important.
With
Okay.
Blade's numerous powers and massive arsenal, he certainly could have overwhelmed the more straightforward Buffy.
Machine guns and magic swords are generally gonna beat out crossbows and morning stars.
Yeah.
Not to mention, he actually wears armor.
Also, Blade's faster healing factor and immunity
Not
to
on his
traditional
head,
vampire weaknesses
not on
kept
his
Buffy
neck.
on the back foot for a time. Blade wins versatility.
But
Okay.
when it comes comes to skill, Buffy's got plenty of experience fighting armed opponents barehanded.
She
Both
does,
of them were
but both
masters
of
of a
them,
similar
yeah,
number of
both
martial
of them
arts.
do.
And Blade has been kicking vampire ass for a
I would
century,
call this one a
way longer
tie.
than Buffy's even been alive.
While Blade may have more personal experience, Buffy's ability to draw on Slayer battles dating back to the Stone Age, at least
True.
40 times older than Blade, gives her the superior skill.
Okay.
Even then, they both had weapons and abilities so powerful they could end the fight instantly,
Yeah.
regardless of all else.
They're
Yes.
trump cards. Fortunately for Buffy, she actually countered almost all of what Blade could throw at her.
Withstanding Blade draining her energy with his bite? Check.
Resisting the Hellfire shotgun destroying her soul?
Mm-hmm.
Check.
Preventing Blade turning to mist and exploding her from the inside out?
That's what I
Check.
was waiting
Meanwhile,
for him
Blade
to
had
do,
no way to survive,
but he
save
didn't.
Buffy's Gorgon venom turning him to stone.
And even with the deadly and just plain gross breathing gun, Blade did not have anything as potent as the Slayer side.
Slayer,
It could
okay.
easily deflect the breathing gun's bullets back at him, or use its space-cutting ability to slice through his unbreakable adamantium sword.
Don't believe us? Even Wolverine's adamantium skeleton was cut in half when a portal closed on top of him.
Yeah.
That's the same kind of thing.
And Wolverine's
Okay.
beta adamantium skeleton is a much tougher version of the same metal.
Oh, and since the Scythe could kill Silas, a multiverse devouring god,
Well,
I think you could take down Blade
She
with a
was
big
just
enough
tougher,
swing.
man.
Giving Buffy the final
She
advantage
took
over
it.
the Daywalker.
Really thought Blade had a chance.
I
but
did
Buffy
too.
sure put a damn fear on things.
The winner is Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
Wow. Well, there you have it. Buffy the Vampire Slayer slayed Blade, cut his head clean off. Make sure to go show Death Battle some love. And if you like this content, don't forget to like and subscribe. I'll see you guys later. Bye.